All right, what's going on, guys? This is Hutch, and this is another episode of Quality Time with Hutch. And I figured that we would continue on with our exploration of PC titles. And what we're going to be talking about today isn't strictly a PC title, but it is certainly optimized for PC, as I think the general consensus would be. And once again, I am joined by APLfisher, or Scott.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
How's it going?
I'm doing well. It's Sunday and tomorrow's Monday, which is depressing, but I'll get through.
I don't really get depressed about Sundays or Monday. Like, my work week feels like an extension of...
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Your work week's a little different than most people's work week, so...
It really doesn't feel like it's like... On the flip side of that is that the weekends aren't as rewarding as, like, when I was working at Olive Gardens. My 2 days off were like heaven, and now it's all kind of, But, you can hardly complain about that, so... This is your gameplay, and you're playing Battlefield Bad Company 2 on PC. And we were talking a little bit before we started recording here about how it's pretty frustrating trying to capture exciting footage for this game because it is not a YouTube-friendly game. It's not a... What are you doing right there? Are you going to snipe that guy? Get out.
No, just watch what happens here with the clip. You'll see. I actually, it's hilarious. That's why I left it in. But no, it is not. It is not YouTube friendly.
What is
it
that?
comes out of the sky and I know it was so random. Yeah, but definitely not YouTube friendly. And I will note about the gameplay. There's a part where my boy Sage Spartan or John, as he is in real life, also has some footage. So we'll have to give him credit there. I'll let you know when that comes up.
Yeah, just jump in and say when it's his footage. But
Sure.
Let's talk a little bit about the history of Battlefield. My only experience with it is on console, and there's a few reasons for that. And pretty much the biggest reason is that I just can't afford a decent PC at the moment to run a lot of these games. And but my experience on console wasn't really that awesome. I didn't really like it that much. So make the case for me right now about why this game and why this series in general plays better on PC.
Well, I mean, it was a series that was made for PC. It started with, I would say with PC in mind from the get-go. It started with Battlefield 1942, which I guess I'm assuming I think at a later time was ported to the 360. I guess is that a downloadable game on the Xbox Live Marketplace now?
I'm not
Or that's
sure.
1943. That's 1943.
Yeah, 1943 is a Bad Company engine, and that was a lot of fun. Actually, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that is fun. I have that too, and I don't know. Actually, I don't even know if 1942, to be honest with you, is on console. I don't think it is.
I don't think.
But
no.
No, that wouldn't make sense because it came out in 2002. It'd be way too old, probably. But yeah, so it started with that, and from the get-go, I mean, it was made to be a visceral, feel like you're in a giant battle. First-person shooter, really focusing on teamwork. Obviously, you have all the vehicles. The maps are giant. I mean, you could run for, an hour probably all the way across the map, but that's a little extreme. But probably for like a good 15 minutes if you wanted to run from one end to the map to the other on some of these. Yeah. And it's just a shooter that excels on PC. The visuals are absolutely incredible. I don't know if it comes through on a YouTube video like this, but half the time we always joke about. I play with a bunch of my PC buddies, a lot of whom are YouTube commentators, and like the game looks so good half the time I don't even know. Like I'm not even playing. I'm just staring, like jaw-droppingly at the graphics. So.
Yeah, the horizon, like right here, is particularly it's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful game, definitely.
So can you tell me about what do you think about Battlefield 3 and its decision to downsize some of the maps for console? Because it's not going to be as big of multiplayer servers. And I had read recently that they were going to close off certain areas of the maps and make it smaller on
this
console.
Is Sage Spartan's gameplay, by the way, just to throw it out there.
Okay.
Yes, I know. Do you want my honest opinion, which might offend people? I don't think this game should be brought to the console at all. I think it should stay on PC because, like you said, I don't think it's enjoyable on console. I played it on console for a little while because that was when I was, I was playing a lot more both, and lately I've been playing a lot more PC and kind of going back to my roots. But I mean, this game is made for PC. It feels totally different on PC. A lot of some of my friends who play console started getting into PC gaming. Can attest to the same thing. I mean, it's a game that to have a mouse and keyboard for the control. All the options, especially like the fact that like with flight and all that kind of stuff, there's just so many different controls which the keyboard helps out with. The visuals, just the amount of people on the servers and stuff like that. It's just a game that was made for PC, and to port it to console, I understand that's where the market is as far as a lot of money, because PC gaming is not near as what it used to be. But so I get that they have to bring it, but those reasons that you just gave, like making maps small and stuff like that, it just breaks my heart because this game is made to be, huge and epic.
Right. I think we've officially entered the a point in gaming where it's gonna be really hard for a developer to justify a PC exclusive title. If you did that, you're basically guaranteeing that your game isn't gonna make, it's gonna make half of what it could potentially make. And even if the results aren't favorable on console, every developer and every publisher knows that it's just way more lucrative and way more worth their time in the long run if they port it to console, for better or worse. So I think we should just kind of move past that and stop arguing about it and accept it as an inevitability, and hope that hope the PC players, I can understandably hope that the gameplay won't suffer on the PC end as a result of the port.
Exactly, and that's that was going to be my biggest sticking point. That's exactly right. I have no problem with them. I understand the money issue, and obviously the biggest audience. And I mean, at this point, like you said, the game developer studios that succeed only succeed with big games that are multi-platform most of the time. And what happened with with the Black Ops port, where it was just a total afterthought on PC, really kind of hit home. And I know Battlefield won't be the same. I know they're going to really do a good job on this. So that's what I would say. No problem with bringing it to everything, but focus on each platform as much as you can and make it good.
All right, cool. Thanks for your time, dude. And tomorrow we are going to be talking about Counter-Strike once again, but we're going to be revisiting it from the 1.6 era of things. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Sounds good. See you then.
This is how it all began.